I have the Bills 14-3. I have the Miami Dolphins winning 11 games this year. I'm
Let's
I,
talk about them while we're at it
yeah,
too. We
might
haven't
as well. Yeah.
discussed.
So I'm high on the Tua train. I love Mike McDaniel getting in there. I love the addition of Tyreek Hill. I think Jalen Waddle is an absolute stud. I think their offense is going to be lightning. They're going to be quick. They're going to be fast. I think Tua gets a lot of slack, and I even laughed at the videos of him throwing a Tyreek Hill. But after all, that's all it is. It's just videos. Now let's see it in the game. Going through their schedule, New England always has a tough time beating them at home. So I got them winning in Miami. I have them losing to Baltimore, losing to Buffalo, but I think they can beat teams like Cincinnati. They can beat up on the Jets. They can beat a Minnesota. They can beat a Pittsburgh. I think what people seem to forget is at that end of the season, home games in Miami are tough on some teams, man. We've seen it time and time again when New England rolls into Miami at the end of the season, and boom, you get surprised. And I could see that happening to a lot of teams. I could see Green Bay losing to Miami. I can see the Chargers even possibly losing to them. They'll surprise you. I think they have a good core. I think they're building something really special there. And really, it's a big make it or break a year for Tua. You want to see what he has. And much like Josh Allen, after his first 2 years, they surrounded him with a number one wide receiver. And then his stock rose dramatically. So I'm hoping to see the same thing out of Tua as a football fan. As a Patriot fan, no. As a football fan, I really want to see this because it's about time. Miami, they've always been mid, you know. Now I feel like is their opportunity to take that next step and compete with the top dogs. But unfortunately, while I have them winning 11 games, I still don't find it to be enough to make a playoff because of the Wild Wild West and the AFC.
Yeah, I had them missing as well. You said you feel like they're the definition of average. Quite honestly, I would say I feel like they're the definition of below average. Just consistently like 6 to 9 wins, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is the year where they remind me a good deal of the 2019 49ers because Tua reminds me a ton of Jimmy Garoppolo. That's not to take anything away from him because Jimmy's a coach or a player that is a starter. He deserves a shot to stay in the NFL for years. And I think Tua, his accuracy, his ball placement, a lot of those things, and even at times, I mean, he can make just consistently good decisions for the most part, I think he will be a starter in the NFL. That being said, there are so many plays last year in the turnover plays that really did not help his case at all. And there's very bad moments with him where he isn't what the Dolphins needed him to be, which is taking over a game. So he reminds me of Jimmy Garoppolo. But with that being said, the offense, they're trying to build the O line. They, of course, signed Teron Armstead, left tackle from the Saints, and they're gearing toward also from the Cowboys. They got the right tackle. His name's blanking. They're trying to build the O line, but it's just not there yet. And I do worry Tua's blind side, which isn't the left tackle. That's just not going to be good enough either this year. Where the O line's still a below average one, and I'm just really worried that the O line won't be good enough with all the talent that they have in Tyreek and all of his big play potential. So I do think there's limitations with this offense, but I think there's no team in the league that they can't beat in many games because Tyreek and Jalen Waddle together as a top three receiver duo. And the defense as well, I'm expecting big things from Javon Holland. I'm excited to see how, after losing Brian Flores, they can progress or more likely regress in 2022. But ultimately, as we all know, what will allow this team to make the playoffs is how well Tua performs. And I think he will put up good numbers, let's say 4,000 yards and 27 touchdowns. But in big time games where you're down and you need him to take over, I don't think he will be able to do that enough in a timely manner.